So I'm taking one of my photos that I colored, and those are die cuts. They're by Puppy Stamps, and this one is called Grand Stick Frame. And I just took a photo so I could remember the placement if I was having a hard time getting it to look the way I wanted. And I'm cutting the stuff that's going to be behind the photo for one, less bulk, and two, I can use it somewhere where you're actually going to see it. And I won't have to cut more. So I do find using the Sizzix machine a pain in the butt. I'm thinking if there's nothing else that I want for Christmas, I may ask for the Vagabond. That's what it's called, right? Tim Holtz die cutting machine. The one that you only have to push a button. That would be nice. Plus, I find it a pain in the butt with mine to to get the sandwich just right. Like, I have so many shims made, and I still can't get a nice cut on with all the dies. So I'm hoping if I had a newer machine with those new plates that you just flip through and it tells you what to use, I'm hoping if I had one of those, then the cuts would be nicer. If you guys have a Vagabond, let me know in the comments below if you like it or if there's stuff about it that you don't like. And be honest. So I'm taking one of the envelopes that I made in the last video, and the whole idea with this journal, it's funny actually, because when I first came up with the idea for it, I had things in my mind that I wanted to write about, and the whole idea was each page was going to have a spot where I could add journaling, but it would be hidden. And there was stuff that I wanted to write about and journal about. And do you think I can remember what it was I wanted to write about? I have no idea. I don't know. I have no clue. So, needless to say, I haven't added any journaling to it because I can't remember what I wanted to write about. And I'm using ice spruce and peacock feathers for the back side of the paper. There's already lots of splats on there from the other side, but I'm not too worried about it because almost all the colors look fabulous together, so it'll just add to it. So I decide to use my ink pads, and I go in with some wild honey and brushed corduroy. And again, I can't see a name on this die. It's a Thinlits Sizzix sets by Tim Holtz Alterations. And again, I can't see a name, but the number is 660220. So if you look up that number, you should be able to find it. And I just used craft cardstock. It's just the recollection stuff that you buy at Michael's. I was going to glue it down. I thought, no way. So I decided to use some Ranger Collage Medium. Oh yeah, but then it was all dried up. I don't know why it dried up like that, but it was unusable. But I did get another one. So since that one wasn't working, I used the Crafter's Workshop Gel Medium. Now, if you have the patience, you can use glue. I just did not have the patience to get glue on all those fine pieces. And I find the gel medium really enhances the color of the Distress Oxides. You can tell by looking at the bottom compared to the other section where there isn't any. You can see the difference. See how the yellow is much more vibrant? So I ended up going over, I didn't show it on camera, but I went over the whole thing with the gel medium, just so it would all look the same, like color-wise. Okay, I'm using stamps from 4 different sets. From Stampers Anonymous, we have Ladies and Gentlemen. And then that one was French Market, and the other one was Life's Possibilities. And those 3 were by Tim Holtz. And then the other one was Ink Paisley, Butterfly Garden. And that's where the bumblebee comes from. Or the wasp. I think it's a wasp. Doesn't look like a bee. And I use Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink. And now I'm going in with the Archival and Black Soot. Fossilized Amber. I'm going back to Vintage Photo Oxide ink. And then we have Ground Espresso Archival ink. I decided to add more images, and those are from, oh, it's just the circle part from the bee or wasp, whatever the bug is. Well, this is another Tim Holtz stamp, and Itty Bitty Grunge. It was a set that came from Michael's. I'm going in with some cracked pistachio Distress Oxide spray because I felt like I loved all the stamping, but everything felt like disjointed, like it needed to come together. So the ink kind of blended it in a bit more because it was like everything was just sitting on top too much. I don't know if maybe you know what I mean. I'm just going in with a lot of the same stamps that I used on the other side. And now I'm using a stamp from Urban Grunge, and it's another Tim Holtz stamp set. Some of my favorite stamps are ones with writing and numbers and letters and just a mix match of things. Because they're so great to use for backgrounds. Okay, and that is it, you guys. I know last time I said 2 more videos, but yeah, 2 more videos after this one. I was going to try and add more to this one, but it would have been over an hour long, and that's just too long for a video. So I have to break it up in 2 more. So I'll be finishing up the pages in the next video, and then the one after that will be putting the album together and doing the cover. So thanks so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, put them down below in the comments. Thank you.